from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Happy finally Friday. We have more and more sunshine coming out. Warm and humid air sticks around, and it could lead to some weekend trouble.
And a search underway in southwest Detroit after a gunman opens fire at police officers. But first, a family of 7 escapes from a burning home. Thank you so much for joining us this noon. We are hearing from the father who was able to get his wife and his 5 children out of a burning home safely. The fire broke out around 6 o'clock this morning right on Balfour Street on Detroit's east side. Let's get out to Coco McAvoy, who joins us now with more. Good afternoon, Coco.
The fire started in the upstairs bedroom of the house. You can see the heavy amounts of damage and debris still on the ground. We spoke with Sean Wakefield. His 5 kids and wife were inside of the house when this fire started, and he had the difficult job of making sure everyone got out safely.
Oh man, it was like watching one of them horror movies when you like hopefully get everybody out. I mean, it was, I was glad I was here.
Sean Wakefield woke up smelling smoke and then heard the smoke alarms this morning.
First thing was, if everybody's okay, to get my family out the house.
Wakefield says the fire started in the upstairs bedroom where his 3 toddler sons, Ozier, O'Shawn, and Alante, sleep. His 2 daughters were asleep downstairs.
And I just ran in there and just grabbed them and grabbed my wife and ran out the house.
All of them made it out of the house by the time fire crews arrived. The 3 boys were taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation, while a few family members stayed behind to salvage what they could from the fire.
Some younger pictures of them.
The family is grateful everyone is okay, so all they can really ask for now.
And now just a lot of prayer because we just lost pretty much everything.
The family is making a GoFundMe page. As soon as we have that information, we'll put it on our website, clickondetroit.com. On Detroit's east side, I'm Coco McAvoy, Local 4.
Well, thank goodness everyone will be okay. Fire officials say that the family had multiple fans running in the house at the time of the fire, and the cause of the fire was electrical. The house has a lot of water damage and fire damage, and crews do not think that it can be saved, but thankfully their lives were. Detroit police continue at this hour to track down a man who fired shots at officers this morning in southwest Detroit. Officers who responded to reports of shots fired on Chamberlain Street near Fort Street on I-75 were confronted by a man who started shooting at them. That man was able to get away, and police want to get him in custody.
Right now, he is still out at large, armed and dangerous. If he shoots at the police, he's subject to shoot at anybody else. Anybody who has any information in terms of helping us to identify this individual, they could give us a call at the 1-800-SPEAK-UP number, Crime Stoppers, or they can call or go into their local police department here in the city.
And despite the exchange of gunfire, thankfully none of the officers were hit and no injuries were reported. Let's get over to Brandon Rue. We have the sunshine, we have the humidity still. What else is in store for us as we get through this day and the weekend?
Well, another air quality alert, ozone action day as a result of the clearing that we're experiencing, the humidity, and a stretch of several days that makes it a little concerning, especially for sensitive groups, asthmatics, those with heart conditions or breathing problems. So we want to watch out for our neighbors. 85 degrees, and it feels even warmer. It's 83 in Ann Arbor, 82 up in Pontiac, central Oakland County, 80 degrees right now over in Howell, 81 Mount Clemens, and near 80 degrees as we head up the lakeshore of Lake Huron. And you add the humidity. Look at this. It already feels like 89 degrees out there. So as we look ahead, the air temperature will be close to 90 through the afternoon. And with the heat and humidity, just like the last couple of days, worth mentioning that we have an isolated risk for 1 or 2 thunder showers to pop up during that peak heat of the afternoon. We haven't seen much of that the last couple of days in spite of the risks out there, and we just need to keep an eye to the sky knowing that most of us will likely not see anything. But we are tracking some trouble out west. Coming up, we'll discuss the increased risk for severe weather today. It's a weak marginal risk west and south of Detroit. Weekend forecast ahead.
All right, Brandon, thank you. We just have breaking news into the Local 4 newsroom out of Washington, where we've learned White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer has resigned. According to the New York Times, Spicer disagreed with the appointment of Anthony Scaramucci as the communications director. We are working to gather more information now in terms of what led up to this resignation, what more could be with it. We will continue to update you as that information comes in, both here and on our clickondetroit.com website and app. Meanwhile, attorneys for the ACLU are appearing before a judge in Detroit in order to prevent the deportation of Iraqi nationals. The attorneys are asking the judge to extend a temporary order pausing the deportations. According to the attorneys, this would allow the detainees a chance to prove that they could force persecution if returned to Iraq. The order is set to expire at 11:59 p.m. on Monday. Right now, police in Van Buren Township are asking for your help in finding a man and a woman wanted for stealing a bicycle off of the back of a car right in the Walmart parking lot. It happened back on January 21st at the Walmart on Belleville Road, just south of I-94. Here are surveillance pictures of the couple police are trying to find. If you recognize them, police in Van Buren Township would like to hear from you. We're learning more about the fire that ripped through the Buff Wayland Chevrolet Auto Dealership's service center there in Sterling Heights, as a 911 call has been released from the maintenance worker who started the fire.
I need a fire department to Buff Wayland Chevrolet.
That is the initial call. The massive fire burned for hours and smoke could be seen for miles. In total, 20 customer cars were burned in the process, and the service center was completely destroyed. Later in the call, the 911 operator asks if the man was hurt.
Don't attempt to move any clothing if you have any clothing.
I've already pulled my shirt off because when the fire hit me, I freaked out and pulled my shirt off and covered my hair up because I'm so fired.
It's okay. No, all that matters is that you're safe, all right?
The official fire report is still pending. However, the fire appears to have started from an explosion after the man ran over leaking fuel with a floor scrubber. An important road closure to tell you about, especially if you're going to be heading in or out of the downtown area over the weekend. The north and southbound M10 Lodge Freeway between the I-75 exit and Jefferson Avenue is going to be closing. It's closing at 9 o'clock p.m. this evening. It'll remain closed till Monday morning. MDOT is telling us that the closure will allow crews to demolish a pedestrian bridge which runs over the freeway near Fort Street. The freeway is expected to reopen at 5 a.m. on Monday morning. Still ahead, a group of teenagers record the dying moments of a Florida man. What the video showed them doing that police are calling extremely disturbing. And chaos unfolds inside of a packed Starbucks store. New video shows the moment a car comes slamming right into the front of the coffee shop. But first, a wild police chase ends on a beach with the driver live streaming everything on Facebook Live. That's next.
The biggest.
Yeah, we're live, bruh.
Well, this is really scary, shocking, and dangerous, and it is all streamed live on Facebook. A man being chased by police in Clearwater, Florida, takes that chase straight to a beach, scattering families, all while drinking a bottle of whiskey and broadcasting the chase. The careening car did come into contact with some people, but thankfully nobody was seriously injured. Police finally caught up with him when his car died. After a 10-minute chase, the 27-year-old man is now facing a long list of charges, starting with drunk driving. A shocking video from another part of Florida has been released by state attorneys. The video was recorded by a group of teenagers in Cocoa, Florida, showing a man struggling in the water of a retention pond. Voices from the teens on the video revealed the group was mocking the man and called out to him that they were not going to help him. That man drowned. Adding to the tragedy is words that prosecutors are not bringing any charges because under Florida law, people are not required to help or even call for help when they see someone in distress. In Southern California, 7 people are recovering after a car crashes through the front of a Starbucks store. The surveillance video from across the street captures the entire crash. It happens very fast. Right at the top of your screen, a red car speeds right through an intersection, hits another car, and then loses control. And that's when it smashed right through the front window of this coffee shop. Rescue crews say 3 of the injured were hospitalized, all with non-life-threatening injuries. Still ahead here at noon, setting sail for a great cause. What happens after the yearly Bayview boat races to Mackinac? That's sure to put a smile on your face. A wonderful story Brandon did for us.
Coming up next. Right now, though, it's the heat and humidity we have to deal with. It sticks around for a little while and will lend to some problem spots for the weekend. Not a complete weekend washout, so stay tuned. I've got you covered next.
When a local mom decided to clear out the clutter, she never imagined the impact it would have on her family.
I think you don't realize how much your things are weighing you down until you don't have them anymore.
Tonight at 11, how Mona got started and the lessons she learned that could help your family unclutter your life.
Right now, it's a
Welcome back, everybody. It's time to, of course, plan for the weekend and kind of plan around perhaps a few showers out there.
Yes. Not great timing for some of this as we begin the big sailboat race this weekend.
Ooh,
Probably
yeah.
a lot of folks with early tea times tomorrow in question, for sure.
Oh, and probably the outdoor weddings, and of course there's the Ann Arbor Art Fair. You might have to tinker with this forecast a bit. Rain just doesn't work.
The grand opening of a new park in Detroit.
Beacon Park in downtown
Beacon
Detroit.
Park, DTE, yeah. So a lot of pressure on the forecast this weekend,
Yes.
Every weekend in the summer here in the D. A beautiful storm pin shot here from Molly, 2011, Harrison Township. Must be Lake St. Clair, I can only assume. It didn't say specifically, but what a wonderful shot there. Sunrise. It would be Lake St. Clair, right? Otherwise, could be any lake. Here's a look at what we have right now. 85 degrees. It feels like 89, and the heat indices getting into the low 90s, maybe even mid 90s. It's an air quality alert ozone action day. So we just ask all of you to really do as little outdoors as you can, as little driving as you can today. The ozone is that chemical that gets created when the sunshine and the heat mixes with pollution and you breathe it in. Anybody with asthma, respiratory condition can be in trouble, especially when we've had a few days of this. So just take her easy, check on your neighbors. 89, again, feeling like 93, if not a little warmer. And with the heat, humidity, instability, isolated storm chance. The Storm Prediction Center has us under a marginal risk for severe weather, as we mentioned earlier. But for the weekend, heavy rain showers tomorrow morning. There's a chance for some stronger storms through the afternoon. On Sunday, it is less wet, but still possibly wet at times, and cooling off finally Sunday night into Monday. Not a whole lot of cloud cover left here right now, but an area of low pressure coming out of the high plains is going to open the door for all of this moisture that's been riding around a big dome of hot air in the west, and so we start to see a little bit more of that, even some monsoonal moisture. By probably 6, 7 a.m. in our west zone, some of these showers coming in. Here's 9, and it is right on top of us all the way through lunch. The afternoon gets a little bit suspect. If we notice in the afternoon we're seeing clearing skies, that humidity and heat starts building up, we will likely see some storms flaring up, and that is why the Storm Prediction Center Saturday, mainly in the afternoon, has us under a slight risk, which is a bump up from today, for severe weather. It's heavy rain in the morning and then storms probably after 3 or 4 o'clock that could produce some damaging wind. Again, if it stays cloudy and a little drizzly through the afternoon, not likely going to see the severe stuff. But Sunday is a better day. The new model data does suggest a couple of showers coming into play, even midday, but certainly no washout on Sunday. A better day, and cooling into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We lose the humidity, and all of a sudden we're in San Diego. Speaking of San Diego, big sailing city, so are we. The Bell's Beer Bayview to Mackinac race takes place every year, allowing boat enthusiasts to enjoy the sights offshore. But it's what happens right after the big race that puts a huge smile and a lot of joy on the face of so many. The Bell's Beer Bayview to Mackinac sailing race begins Saturday. Its end is a life-changing beginning for a special group.
This is the kind of thing I've been wanting to do for my entire life. I just didn't really realize it yet.
Set Sail for Autism pairs young adults with autism with expert sailors, as 4 boats will race back from Mackinac to Bayview.
They let me steer the ship a couple times, like adjust the sails and things like that.
It was so nice what they let him do, you know, steering the boat right away. And, you know, I was a little concerned.
Evan and his mom, Michelle, were lucky enough to race last year. Evan is 24 from Rochester and has autism, which generally describes those living with a complex group of brain disorders impacting social skills and adapting to new surroundings. Not easy at first for Brighton's Michael Sanchirico.
I mean, it was a real honor, but it was also hard. I was kind of feeling overwhelmed, tight in the chest at first doing all this.
Set Sail for Autism teaches these young sailors the skills to race a yacht, interact with a crew, and perform in the workplace. It's shipshape and working.
He isn't as afraid of something new because we tell him, well, it could be like Set Sail. You might really like it.
This is something beyond what you can control, and that's part of the adventure.
Keith, how was it for their first time riding with Set Sail, or having a Set Sail along sailor with you?
Well, I have to say it was a great experience. It's a good program.
Expert sailors train sailors with autism for months leading up to the race.
This is the weather. So you see where it clicks?
They can all raise the mast and hoist the jib. The confidence they're gaining will be the wind in their sails moving forward in life.
Every autistic person's different, but what we're capable of is just as much as anybody else.
Something about it just feels right to me.
Oh, I just love that. And both Brandon and I have family members that are living with autism, so
yeah,
I have a special place for that program.
I have a cousin out east who's about the age of those guys,
yeah,
and he's got a couple of jobs, and there's a lot of programs around the country for that.
Thank
but
goodness for that.
I could have listened to and watched those interviews all day long. They were so interesting.
Yeah, pretty touching. And you better keep the weather nice for that sail back home.
Tomorrow.
Still ahead, an Oscar contender makes its debut this weekend. Your box office preview coming up.